Once there was a young man named Tom. He lived with his mother on a small farm at the edge of the misty mountains. Tom and his mother were very poor. Their only way of making money was by selling the milk from their cow, Daisy. One morning, Tom's mother woke him up early. It was still dark outside. She was crying, "Tom, wake up! Go to the market today and sell our cow, Daisy." "But why?" asked Tom, yawning. "We need money to fix our house. There are holes in the roof. The windows are broken. For heaven's sake, we have no front door. Winter is coming soon. If we don't fix the house, the cold will kill us." Tom packed his bag and fetched Daisy from the barn. As he was walking out the gate, he heard his mother shout, "She is worth at least 5 gold coins. Don't sell her for less." Tom walked along the dusty road, leading Daisy by a rope. He was sad to be selling their only cow, but he knew his mother was right. As he trudged towards the market, he met an old man with a long, white beard. "Good morning, young man," said the old man. "Where are you going with that fine cow?" "I'm taking her to the market to sell," Tom replied. "We need the money to fix our house." The old man stroked his beard thoughtfully. "I have a proposition for you. How about trading your cow for these magical beans?" Tom looked at the beans in the old man's hand. They didn't look like much. "Just ordinary beans, magical beans?" he asked skeptically. "Yes," said the old man. "These beans will grow into something extraordinary. I promise you won't regret it." Tom thought for a moment. He remembered his mother's words, "She is worth at least 5 gold coins." But something about the old man and the beans intrigued him. "All right," he said finally, "I'll trade Daisy for the beans." The old man handed Tom the beans and took Daisy by the rope. "You won't be disappointed, my boy," he said with a smile. Tom hurried home, eager to show his mother the magical beans. When he arrived, his mother was waiting for him by the gate. "Did you sell Daisy?" she asked. "Yes, mother," Tom said, holding out the beans. "But I didn't get gold coins. I got these magical beans instead." His mother stared at the beans in disbelief. "Magical beans? Tom, how could you be so foolish? We needed money to fix the house." In a fit of anger, she took the beans from Tom's hand and threw them out the window. "Go to bed, Tom. We'll have to think of something else." Tom went to bed feeling sad and foolish. He had trusted the old man, but now it seemed like a mistake. The next morning, however, everything changed. When Tom woke up and looked out the window, he couldn't believe his eyes. A gigantic beanstalk had grown overnight, reaching high into the sky, disappearing into the clouds. Tom ran outside to get a better look. The beanstalk was thick and sturdy, its leaves as large as umbrellas. He decided to climb it. With a mix of excitement and trepidation, Tom began his ascent. Higher and higher he climbed, past the clouds and into a land he had never seen before. At the top of the beanstalk, Tom found himself in a strange and magical world. In the distance, he saw a massive castle. Curious and determined, he made his way towards it. The castle's doors were so tall and heavy, he could barely push them open. Inside, everything was enormous. Tom wandered through the grand halls until he came to a kitchen. There, on the table, was a giant loaf of bread and an enormous wheel of cheese. He was starving after his long climb, so he helped himself to a small piece. As he ate, he heard heavy footsteps approaching. He quickly hid inside a cupboard. A giant entered the kitchen. He was so big that the ground shook with each step. The giant sniffed the air and muttered, "Fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." Tom's heart pounded in his chest, but he remained perfectly still. The giant looked around, but eventually he gave up and left the kitchen. Tom sighed with relief. He continued exploring the castle and found a room filled with gold coins and treasures. Tom decided to take a small bag of gold coins. He knew it would be enough to fix their house and take care of his mother. Quietly, he made his way back to the beanstalk and climbed down to his home. His mother was overjoyed when she saw the gold coins. They were able to fix the roof, the windows, and even get a new front door. For a while, they lived comfortably, but Tom couldn't stop thinking about the giant's castle and the treasures it held. A few weeks later, Tom decided to climb the beanstalk again. This time, he was more cautious. He reached the castle and sneaked inside. He found the giant's hen that laid golden eggs. Carefully, he picked up the hen and started to leave. But as he did, the hen squawked loudly, waking the giant. Fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. Tom ran as fast as he could, clutching the hen. The giant chased after him, but Tom was quick and agile. He reached the beanstalk and began to climb down. The giant tried to follow, but the beanstalk swayed under his weight. When Tom reached the bottom, he grabbed an axe and started chopping the beanstalk. With each swing, the beanstalk shook. Just as the giant was about to reach the ground, the beanstalk snapped and the giant fell, disappearing into the clouds forever. Tom and his mother were safe. The hen laid golden eggs, providing them with all the money they needed. They never had to worry about fixing the house or buying food again. Tom had learned a valuable lesson about bravery and cleverness. From that day on, Tom and his mother lived happily ever after, always remembering the incredible adventure that started with a handful of magical beans. And though the beanstalk was gone, the memory of the giant's castle in the sky remained with Tom forever. I hope you enjoyed this story.